Hello and welcome to week 3 of my Gilman video log. You're not going to be able to see me very much because I'm going to be giving you that room tour I talked about. Originally my room was pretty small because I was in a single room, but now my wife and I are together in this larger room, and that's why I decided I was going to do this video log. Say hello, wife. She doesn't talk much. I love her. An interesting thing about, I guess, this campus, or the university in general, is, one, the lights don't turn on right away, and it can be kind of jarring at first, and two, their bathrooms are really small. I suppose that is something about being in a new country, is that you're just gonna have to get used to how they do things where you are now, because I was not used to such a small bathroom. But it is our own bathroom, and the whole single rooms thing, back home single rooms aren't like super common, though there's always some, and I think that it's kind of the opposite here, where single rooms are the norm, and the multi-person rooms are kind of unusual. Here's our kitchen, if you can call it that. We have a multi-use contraption here, microwave slash oven slash whatever else all those other buttons do, that I don't entirely know how to use. Here we have a nice little sink, a little drying area, some heating spots, and they use radiators. I know that you've kind of seen that with the video I've been taking, but they use radiators for like all of their heating here, which is pretty unusual. In my old room, the radiator was terrible, but here it's a lot nicer. And as you see, our room's actually pretty big, but the single rooms are about a third this size, so don't get your hopes up thinking that you're going to have a ton of space if you go by yourself. We did get a TV. We won't really be able to take it back with us, which is a shame, but it's nice to be able to watch TV, especially because we're here for 6 months. We have this little space up here, put miscellaneous items. And we have these desks. There's sort of two that are kind of connected here. We both get our own chair, which is not something we had to provide for ourselves. And it's a pretty decent working space. Our bed is pretty big because it's just 2 twin mattresses put together. Don't mind my wife giving the side eye. Outside of that, Aria did put up some lights, some decorations in here. Kind of cool in the dark. I don't really put up decorations, but she says it makes me look kind of unhinged. And that's probably for the best that she's here to do that. Maintenance is kind of difficult to get to do stuff here. We have this light. We asked them to put a light bulb in, and they just kind of said that they did, and I don't know if they did. Maybe there's a short, but I feel like they just checked a box, which is kind of lame. Outside of that, the toilets don't flush the best here, which is not super great, but if you just use a bucket of water, it works fine. And, you know, keep that in mind when choosing where you're going to go, because this is a pretty developed area of the world. There's other places that are less developed. So, I don't know. If you need modern luxuries, then maybe don't go anywhere that's too undeveloped. But expanding your horizons is also probably good for you as a citizen of the world. Anyways, I better go to bed. It's like 10:30 here. My wife's going to yell at me. But I hope you enjoyed this room tour. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see or hear about in the future. And I'll be sure to try and get to that. I think next week I might talk about what it's like to study here or about the food. I haven't really decided. I think after that I'm going to be bringing up some of the different Gilman topics now that I've kind of settled in here. Anyways, Best. Goodbye.